headlines and the virals of the week, but before that, let's take a look at our top stories. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Howdy Modi event creates buzz over social media. Netizens, Bollywood celebrities take to Twitter to praise the Prime Minister. Google generates thousands of deepfakes to tackle the scourge of disinformation. Facebook suspends tens of thousands of apps over private data use. Instagram rolls out a beta version of the dark mode for some Android users. A massive crowd gave Prime Minister Modi and Donald Trump a rapturous reception at a Howdy Modi event in Houston, Texas. The netizens, Bollywood celebrities take to social media to praise the Prime Minister for his historic speech at the event.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome His Excellency.
A massive crowd gave Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Donald Trump a thundering reception at a Howdy Modi event in Houston, in Texas. The crowd of around 50,000 Indian Americans chanted USA, USA as the two leaders addressed the crowd in an auditorium decked with American and Indian flags. There was an estimated 2.4 million Indian immigrants living in the United States, of whom 45% have taken US citizenship. Donald Trump ushered Prime Minister Modi onto the stage, describing him a great man, a great leader. While Prime Minister Modi added his name is familiar to every person on the planet, he said his name comes up in almost every conversation in the world on global politics, and further added that Trump was a household name and very popular even before he went on to occupy the highest office in this great country. Prime Minister Modi, who spoke in Hindi, paid a fulsome tribute to his host, describing Trump as a very special person who needs no introduction. Prime Minister heaped praise on Trump, highlighting what he described as his resolve to make America great again. Trump in turn was unstinting in his praise for Indians who had settled in the United States. As Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed the Indian American community, netizens took to social media to praise the Prime Minister. Many thanked the Prime Minister for his historic speech at the Howdy Modi event. Some even posted pictures of the United States papers that covered the Howdy Modi event on Twitter. Some went on to call him the father of India, while others compared Prime Minister Modi's speech with that of Swami Vivekananda's famous Chicago speech. Pictures of Prime Minister Modi and Donald Trump holding hands together were shared on Twitter, captioning it the most powerful picture. A picture of the Kashmiri Hindus praising Prime Minister Modi at the Howdy Modi event also went viral on social media. People went on to call the event a grand festival. Describing his speech as inspiring, several Bollywood celebrities including Karan Johar, Akshay Kumar and Salman Khan took to Twitter to praise Prime Minister Modi's address at the Howdy Modi event in Houston. The Bollywood fraternity called Prime Minister Modi a rock star. Individually, we are one drop. Together, we are an ocean, a sea of people. It was at the Howdy Modi event India has truly arrived globally. An absolute delight to watch Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji speak all is well in multiple regional languages, truly representative of 1.3 billion Indians. Akshay Kumar tweeted. Salman Khan wrote, "Way to go PM Modi and President Trump for a great association between two nations. Narendra Modi and real Donald Trump." Rishi Kapoor, who's back in India after undergoing treatment in the United States, also hailed Modi and Trump, saying he was proud of her being in the community and of India. Calling Modi's speech at an event outstanding, filmmaker Karan Johar said it was a proud moment for Indians across the world. What an outstanding address by our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the supreme world stage. So proud to watch the world watching the brilliant address. Other celebrities like Rishi Kapoor, director Shekhar Kapoor and Abhishek Bachchan also hailed Prime Minister Modi for his amazing speech at the Howdy Modi event. Prime Minister Modi and Donald Trump shared the stage at a gala event where they pledged to fight terrorism while heaping praise on each other's achievements.
Considering deepfake as one of the major threats to user privacy, Google has moved to create a slew of deepfakes for a data set designed to help train the artificial intelligence to detect various fraudulent content. Check out this report for more.
Barack Obama, Vladimir Putin, Mark Zuckerberg, Morgan Freeman and Kim Kardashian. These are just some of the famous names whose faces have been morphed successfully in videos and images with the help of artificial intelligence. Not just that. While some of these faces were swapped digitally and placed on someone else's body in explicit videos, others have been manipulated to spread misinformation. While there have been examples of deepfakes used as a source of humor, there have also been fears that they could be used to discredit individuals. But before we start off, what is deepfake? Well, it is a practice that commonly uses artificial intelligence software to combine and superimpose existing images and videos of a person to make it look like they have said or done something they have not. In a recent development, Google has created thousands of manipulated deepfake videos in order to help tackle the latest weapon in the arsenal of those looking to spread disinformation online. Deepfakes have become a major threat to user privacy on the internet. In fact, they are slowly becoming a bigger issue than even fake news. To cope with these deepfake videos on the web, Google recently released a large dataset of visual deepfakes in collaboration with Jigsaw. The search engine giant recruited 28 actors to build its large dataset, which will be available to researchers looking to build and train automated detection systems to spot glitches. The actors were shot in a variety of scenes before being edited to create more than 3,000 deepfakes. Some of the videos produced are the original, while others are fake with one actor's face imposed onto another. Since their first appearance in late 2017, many open-source deepfake generation methods have emerged, leading to a growing number of synthesized media clips. While many are likely intended to be humorous, others could be harmful to individuals and society, reads the Google AI blog. Google will further add more to this dataset and continue working with partners in this space. We firmly believe in supporting a thriving research community around mitigating potential harms from misusers of synthetic media, added Google. AI-based deepfakes are incredibly scary. It allows you to type in text and generate a video of an actual person saying those exact words. Given the dangerous and harassing implications of deepfakes, this new move by Google seems to be headed in the right direction.
And with that, we're taking a short break here, but we'll be back in a short while. Stay tuned and keep watching Doordarshan News.
दिन की बड़ी खबरों के साथ ताजा खबर की बात, देश विदेश, खेल, व्यापार और मनोरंजन की खबरें एक नए अंदाज में। खास खबरों पर डीडी न्यूज संवाददाताओं और विशेषज्ञों की पैनी नजर। मिड डे प्राइम हिंदी, सोमवार से शुक्रवार दोपहर 1 बजे डीडी न्यूज पर।
An eye on big news of the day, with a close watch on developing stories, news of the nation, world, sports, markets and entertainment in a new style. Incisive analysis of the big stories by DD News reporters and experts. Watch Midday Prime English, Monday to Friday, 2 p.m. only on DD News.
Now, Facebook has suspended tens of thousands of applications suspected of misusing the private user data amid an investigation that it began last year following the Cambridge Analytica scandal. The social media giant promised in March last year to take a look at all of the applications on Facebook that had access to large amounts of user information prior to when it changed its policy in 2014. Take a look.
Facebook says it has suspended tens of thousands of apps suspected of misusing private user data amid an investigation that it began last year following the Cambridge Analytica scandal. The social media giant promised in March 2018 to take a look at all the apps on Facebook that had access to large amount of user information prior to when it changed its policy in 2014. The resulting suspensions were announced in a blog post last week. The investigation began after right-wing political analytics firms Cambridge Analytica improperly mined data from 87 million Facebook users. Facebook's Vice President on Product Partnership, Aim Achbong, wrote in a blog post, "Our app developer investigation is by no means finished, but there is meaningful process to report so far. To date, this investigation has addressed millions of apps. Of those, tens of thousands have been suspended for a variety of reasons while we continue to investigate." Facebook said that it initially selected apps for investigation based on their user numbers as well as how much data they could access from user accounts. It has since broadened that investigation to include apps that it thinks have the potential to abuse its policies, a process that involves both a background investigation of the developer as well as an analysis of the app's activity on the platform. While Facebook says that it removed tens of thousands of apps, it notes that the suspended apps, while plentiful, were only created by roughly 400 developers. An app being suspended doesn't mean that it was necessarily posing a threat to people, and many were still in their testing phase when they were suspended, so they were never readily available on Facebook's wide user base. Facebook says that it is not unusual for developers to have multiple test apps that never got rolled out. In some cases, apps were suspended because the developer did not respond to a request for information from Facebook, not due to any actual policy violations. One app, My Personality, apparently shared information with researchers and companies but refused to take part in Facebook's audit, so it was banned. The post goes on to say that Facebook hasn't confirmed any other instance of misuse to date other than those it has already revealed to the public, and that it has taken legal action against a handful of apps for a number of different reasons. Beyond the investigation, Facebook says it has made widespread improvements on how to evaluate and set policies for all developers that build on our platforms. It also removed a number of APIs and has increased the number of people that work on its investigation team in order to better handle them in the future.
The photo sharing application, the Instagram, has recently rolled out a beta version of the dark mode to its Android users. While the application does not bring any redesigns or new features, but it does deliver the support for the dark theme toggle in Android 10. There's more in this report.
Dark mode everything seems to be the motto going around right now. Google has now updated most of its apps to support the dark theme, which fits well with the addition of system-wide dark mode in Android 10. So now the latest app to board the dark mode hype train is Instagram. Yes, Instagram is currently testing dark mode on Android and it looks absolutely stunning. The social media site has rolled out a beta version of dark mode to its Android users. The new features will be applied to different pages within Instagram, such as direct messages and IGTV. This feature enables users to switch on the latest version of Android operating systems that colored black and grey. It is said to be much easier on the eyes when a user is browsing their phone at night, but apps have to have their own dark mode feature. The dark mode on Instagram uses a mostly pure black interface with white accents for their various buttons and logos. Although it transforms the way users will see their Instagram page, the technology is still in beta and has been found to have some issues. The update appears to black out the status bar, eliminating the time, battery and various notification icons. Instagram is just one of many social apps testing dark mode with its users. Earlier in March, WhatsApp announced it was trailing the dark mode feature for Android phones. The mode was spotted in beta testing version of the Messenger, giving the screen a black background and turns the text white. Android users who sign up for the beta version can now test out the feature, which is not yet available in the user version of the app. There is no indication on when the feature will be added for all the users.
And with that, we're taking a break at this point, but we'll be back in a short while. Stay tuned and keep watching Social Connection.
दिन की बड़ी खबरों के साथ ताजा खबर की बात, देश विदेश, खेल, व्यापार और मनोरंजन की खबरें एक नए अंदाज में। खास खबरों पर डीडी न्यूज संवाददाताओं और विशेषज्ञों की पैनी नजर। मिड डे प्राइम हिंदी, सोमवार से शुक्रवार दोपहर 1 बजे डीडी न्यूज पर।
An eye on big news of the day, with a close watch on developing stories, news of the nation, world, sports, markets and entertainment in a new style. Incisive analysis of the big stories by DD News reporters and experts. Watch Midday Prime English, Monday to Friday, 2 p.m. only on DD News.
now here's a quick wrap of the top trends that rule different social media platforms.
To celebrate Gandhi Jayanti, a unique hashtag Thukmat, which means don't spit in English, was trending on Twitter. The consumption of gutka, pan masala, raw betel nut is a frequent habit among many, and people have the habit of painting the town red, white literally. The hashtag Thukmat is part of the campaign to promote Easy Spit, new product that can turn your spit into a semi-solid biodegradable waste, converting it to a fertilizer to enhance plant growth. Twitterati loved this wonderful initiative, urging people to avoid spitting in public places. The message is in line with Prime Minister's Swachh Bharat mission. The campaign comes with a peppy rap song that tells people not to spit anywhere and everywhere. The video, which went viral on the social media, came to light when BJP spokesperson Tejendra Pal Singh Bagga shared it on Twitter. In a brotherly gesture, US President Donald Trump and Prime Minister Narendra Modi were seen posing for a selfie with hands on each other's shoulders on the request of a kid last week in Houston at the Howdy Modi event. Donald Trump, who was received by Prime Minister Modi, was also seen meeting a group of children dressed up in traditional attires. The chemistry between the two leaders was clearly visible when both the leaders walked towards the stage hand in hand. The video, which was shared on Twitter, was liked by more than 20,000 users in less than 2 hours, and it went viral for many reasons. "That kid got a selfie that most world leaders wouldn't get," wrote a user. Many on the microblogging site called him a lucky boy. Indian Railways is once again winning hearts all over Twitter. Their prompt action in helping a son locate his mother, who was travelling alone, is rather heartwarming. In a series of tweets, the Railway Seva handle not only responded to the man's questions but also helped him get in touch with his mother. Twitter user Sashwat took to the microblogging site when he couldn't get in touch with his mother. In a tweet, Sashwat wrote that his mother was travelling on Ajmer Sealdah Express, which was 12 hours late, and tagged Union Railway Minister Piyush Goyal and Ministry of Railways. Sashwat received a prompt response from the Indian Railway Seva asking him for the PNR and contact number of his mother a few minutes after he posted the tweet. They also asked for the date of boarding and the boarding station before forwarding the matter to the Divisional Railway Manager, Asansol, in West Bengal. After that, DRM Asansol got in touch with the ticket checker on the train and helped Ms. Pandey talk to her son. Sashwat also confirmed through a tweet that he was able to talk to his mother. Thanking the Indian Railways for their help, he wrote, "Thank you so much, sir, for your prompt action. I am grateful for your help." A mesmerizing video of an octopus changing colors while dreaming is making rounds on the internet, and netizens can't keep calm. The footage was captured by Public Broadcast Service for its documentary. The clip shows the octopus changing a multitude of colors, beginning with white to yellow and suddenly to dark brown. In a video, a biologist who described the process fascinating speculated that the octopus may be dreaming about eating a crab at the bottom of the sea, and that is the reason for the dark brown color. On seeing this, netizens took to microblogging site to express their astonishment on this incredible creation of the nature. While some praised, there were others who urged people to save nature.
And let's now check out all the feedback that you shared on Twitter, Facebook and YouTube. And with that, we have reached the end of our show, but we do look forward to more of that feedback coming in on our Gmail, Twitter handle and the Facebook page. And if you have missed any of the episodes of our shows, you can catch them on our YouTube channel. That's DD News Official. We do hope that you enjoyed this episode of The Social Connection. We'll see you again next week, same time, same place. And before we log off for today, we are leaving you with an interesting video. Take a look at that. Thank you and goodbye.